Hello and thank you for joining me. My name is Alan and today's video is in response to a comment that I got from Brum Prep in my water strategy video. They live in a flat. They've got a shortage of space and the concerns were being able to store or replenish water. So what I want to show you is how 25 litres of water for one person can last between 12 and 16 days. Stay with me. So the NHS say that the average person should drink between 6 to 8 cups per day. And that can be tea, coffee, water, fruit juice, etc. So that is 1.5 to 2 litres per day. That is all you need for a normal person in a temperate climate to survive. What I want to do is go through various bullet points, if you like, different categories, and tell you how that's achievable with just that 25 litres of water. Hygiene. Forget about using the water for washing. You can use, a cupful to clean your teeth, but that's about it. There are various products on the market that are for adult care. So if you think of perhaps disabled people or those that are overweight or elderly, there are wet wipes that are a lot bigger than your average wet wipe for the purpose of bed baths. There's dry shampoo, something that I wouldn't particularly bother with, but dry shampoo, so you can clean your hair without the use of water. And there is body wash, that is a foaming soap that does not need water. It's you apply it and then you wipe it off. And again, that is from the adult care sector. They're available on Amazon. I'm not putting links in the description. They're available on Amazon or Google it. There are those products out there for helping to maintain hygiene without having to use water. Washing up. I've covered this before. Disposable plates, cups, bowls and utensils. They're not particularly expensive, and if you're in a scenario where you have to ration your water, then they make perfect sense to save on washing up. Food. Primarily we're looking at food that is already cooked or pre-cooked and contains water, so there is no necessity to add water to that product before you can eat it. You've got your usual tins, desserts, mains, there's loads. I'm not going to show you them, you know what tinned food looks like, but it already has the water in it, it just needs heating up and it's ready to consume. Some other options that are pre-cooked and just need heating up are packet food. Uncle Ben's, you're not allowed to say uncle anymore, Ben's, this one is paella. All you need to do is heat it up. Fray Bentos, pasta bolognese, chicken and mushroom risotto, pre-cooked pasta, just needs heating up, the microwave rice, again, hasn't got to be microwaved, can just be heated up. Fray Bentos chicken tikka with rice. Fray Bentos sweet and sour chicken with rice. So there are loads of options, food-wise, different varieties of food that all you've got to do is heat up. And that brings us on to the next subject. It's going to be cooking. Now with the pouched meals, you're not particularly going to want to decant them into a saucepan to heat up, because then you've got the problem that you've got to wash up the saucepan after, and you're going to need water, and we're trying to ration our water. So you can do it the way that the British Army's been doing it for donkey's years. Get a container, put some water in it, but bear me out. Put the pouch in to the water, bring the water to boil. Whilst the water's boiling, your meal is getting heated up and you can eat. You then use the water that you use to heat up the pouch to make a cuppa, or you can decant that into another container and let it cool down and use it again. With tinned food, it isn't something that you want to cook in the tin, and I will tell you why. The tins are lined with an epoxy resin or an epoxy coating to stop them going rusty. If they are subjected to too high a heat, that epoxy will melt, will taint the food and potentially poison you. So, open the tin, or at least make a couple of holes in the top of it to release the pressure. Place the tin in a Ziploc bag, or a toasty bag, or an oven bag, something like that. And then you do exactly the same thing. You put water into a saucepan, you put your tin inside the bag, you place that within the saucepan. As the water gets hot, it heats the meal inside, and it doesn't get hot enough for that epoxy seal that's within the tin for it to leach into your food. And the bags you can use multiple times, and again the water you're looking at, you can make a drink or decant it into a container, let it cool down. It's not really done anything, has it? All you've done is heated it up and let it cool down. A bit like when you boil your kettle, put your kettle on, boil the kettle, make a brew. The water that's in the kettle's already boiled, isn't it? And then that will cool down, and then when you want another brew, you click the kettle on. So don't worry about reusing water that all you've really done is boil it. Some additional items that I think you should consider is, obviously when you go to the toilet, it is normal practice for most people to wash their hands. So there are options for that. You've got hand sanitizer, or get a box of nitrile gloves. They're not particularly expensive. They have loads and loads of uses. But then all you do, might sound a bit kinky, but if you're going to drop the kids off at the pool afterwards, you need to clean up, put a nitrile glove on, wipe your bot, take the glove off, no need to wash your hands, didn't come into contact with anything iffy. In the summer, especially the way the weather is at the moment, it can get hot in the UK, and if you're hot, you're inclined to want to drink more. All I'm going to say is the obvious, is whichever room you've got where the sun comes up and is in full sun, close your curtains. But another tip, get a Mylar blanket, you know, the old space blankets, cheap as chips, and tape it on the inside of the window, then you can close your curtains. And then what that will actually do is that will reflect the sunlight and prevent it from actually passing through the glass and warming the room up. So you can maintain a more bearable climate indoors. And that's it, relatively short and sweet. If you found the information useful, then please give us a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It helps for the channel to grow. Have a great weekend, and I'd love to read your comments. Before anyone says that isn't enough water, watch the video again and you'll realise why I've said that 25 litres can go from 5 days to 12 to 16 days for one person by following the tips that were in this video. Take care, see you soon.